Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris. Tonight we've checked out the 1980 musical, The Apple.
The Apple.
That was W.
B. I am. B. I am.
Good job, Spiv. Everybody, we're back. Everybody, the full crew is here in the house. I'm in Aaron's house. Take a look. He's got knickknacks out the wazoo. You got stuff going on every corner in this freaking house. It's insane. Aaron made me dinner. Great time to be alive. Lindsay is back. Lindsay, we literally thought you just were like ghosting us and like you're done.
No, I was very sick. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that. Wow.
I feel much better now. I'm ready to talk about the apple.
Yeah, what did we come back to, right?
That is great. However, the real question is, did you watch the Witchcraft?
Yes.
No, because I'm waiting until we do the next one.
Oh.
So that way I can talk about know about the first one on the next
It won't
one.
matter.
All right. If you want to do that to yourself, it's your decision.
You're gonna end up in the hospital again.
Well, it was a movie, and I'm excited to hear what you think of it. But we'll save that for the next time we talk about Witchcraft. But tonight, this is a Patreon pick. Paul Lilienthal. At one point, Patreon. Was he ever a patron of the year?
No.
Patreon of
We've
the
only
year.
done that once.
Runner up,
So-
maybe?
Right,
We've
and
only
at
done
this,
it once. That's just
and
Sean.
now we've done it twice. Taylor Ann was the first one.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
right.
you're
I was like, Paul,
That was the first one.
Paul at this rate will never be Patreon of the year, but we'll unpack that as we get to it tonight.
It's almost like he's trying to be anti-Patreon of the year, like the opposite, right?
Oh, Secrets of the Clown was pretty fucking good.
That was
True,
great.
it was
That was
fun.
great. That was a
It's
great
terrible.
movie.
That was awful.
But in a fun
In a great way.
Yeah, in a great way. In a great way.
Okay, I thought I heard something, but I don't know. Aaron, is your house haunted?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. The Apple. It's a musical. We've covered musicals before in the past for some reason. With remember that one? I don't remember what it's called.
The 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't it like
Barbarian
early
thing.
2000s or something? The one in Florida?
No, it
Oh,
was
the
like
dance-
It's dance and it's on.
Yeah.
that's not a
Okay,
musical.
that's
That's not a
somewhat.
musical.
That
That's a
kinda
dance
counts.
It
musical.
was a musical.
No.
There's music in it.
We watched like this New Zealand like weird horror sci-fi thing that was a musical.
With the guy who is trying to be Bon Scott.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, it's like
And-
Bon Scott in Wonderland or something. I think it was called.
So I think this is the
Must have
second
been before my
musical.
time.
What about
We
Hard Rock
covered.
Zombies?
That was just hot garbage. Was that a musical? Did they sing? Oh yeah, because they're like
There were songs in it. instead of a
or
musical,
whatever.
though.
It was more like '80s hair metal music.
Remember when Hack a Lantern had that music video in the
That
middle
was
of it?
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
Devil's
is
Son.
Yeah, that was awesome.
there's no disputing. This is a straight on musical.
This is
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
straight up musical.
This is
So-
we're talking, now we're singing.
Yeah, we're talking now. We're singing.
and we're singing while we're talking.
So AJ, what is the 1980 movie The Apple about?
When the big record deal comes in, two lovebirds are trapped in the center.
I love the attention.
Will they be able to sing their way to success?
Mr. Boogaloo?
Or will they land forever trapped in 1984? Find out in the classic musical that is The Apple.
Worst name for a musical ever.
Look at there, the religious parallels. There's religious parallels, AJ. You would know this because you're not an active churchgoer.
Well, yeah, I'm not at that level yet.
So there's a lot for you to learn here. AJ, that was a great premise. You'll get there. You get desperate enough. To get there. That was a great premise, the whole section.
No, thank you.
It's time to move on to Aaron's non-existent history hole and find out what happens. So here we go.
All right, The Apple. Yeah. Okay, The Apple was released in France, May 14th, 1980, on the Cannes Film Market.
Is Aaron really loud?
It can a little bit.
No, he's just excited about it. It's good.
All right, well, I
so
don't like
excited.
that. I don't appreciate that. I'm turning you down. There you are.
I'm used to being turned down. It's okay. Was later released in the United States in October of 1980 at the Chicago International Film Festival. Yep. France.
This went to Cannes. Like,
Yeah,
this went
I
to
know.
film festivals. This is
Well, it says Cannes
bullshit.
Film Market, so I'm not sure
Oh, okay. All right.
if
It's
that's
just
like
a little stall outside
that's
the festival.
yeah,
like
that's
the,
Gus's van
tables
outside
with the
festival.
T-shirts and hats
Yeah.
outside of the
This,
film.
this is a canon film, so it would
Yeah.
not surprise me.
True,
Yeah.
true.
So pretty much everywhere else, it was known as the Apple. In Brazil, it's Amaca, which is the Apple. But France, it was called BIM Stars.
That's so much better.
That's better.
I mean, neither one really makes a whole hell of a lot of sense, but I think BIM Stars does work better. So this movie was directed by a little guy
Physically?
named
Really?
Like tiny.
Menahem Golan.
Menachem Golan.
Menachem
Menachem.
Golan?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Okay, he's Polish descent in Israel, I guess. Okay. So, you may know him things from, like, Cobra. He was a producer for a movie Cobra.
Stallone, right?
Night of the
Yeah.
Living Dead, man.
He
Yeah,
was also a producer for Over the Top and Life Force.
Cyborg, what?
Yeah,
Yep.
he's
we
Golan
watched
and
Life
Golan and
Force.
Globus, who ran Canon Films.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's
That's who
done
this
a lot.
is.
Yeah, okay,
Okay.
that makes good sense then. He did direct a bunch of things like Death Game, Crime and Punishment, The Road to Glory,
Death Game sounds cool.
Mac the Knife.
Isn't that Bobby Darin
frame.
song?
That's a song.
Mac, the knife.
I thought it was Return of the Mac. Oh my God! Delta Force, Enter the Ninja.
gosh.
He's made tons of stuff.
that a
I mean, this
video
guy's
game?
been.
Yeah.
Sound awesome.
Delta Force was cool because it had
Man.
voxels. Remember that shit?
That
no
game
game
was
had voxels
amazing.
back in the
It was
You
pretty
could
good.
just run off the map forever.
day.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So he also helped write this film along with two other people. We have Kobe Recht. I'm probably butchering these names. Who's known for The Band, The Mask of the Red Death.
Okay.
But his only writing credit is The Apple.
If you write songs in like a musical like this, is that like a writing credit?
No,
it still just a
they
music
didn't.
credit?
The songs were written by some dude I've never heard
Never
of.
met someone that-
And
Yeah.
then George S. Clinton was involved, and
I
I,
saw
thought
that in
they,
the
I thought they
credits.
meant the other George Clinton, Funkadelic George Clinton, and I was
S.
like, no way. But no, it's some white guy named George Clinton.
We've watched movies with music from him before, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, I just had a Twizzler and I thought it was covered in like sour dusting, but I think it was covered in like ranch dusting.
I'm going to find him face down in my dining room, covered in candy
Covered in Twizzler wrappers.
and vomit. Hey, you know what? The dog likes to shit out there. Maybe you should just go ahead and shit on the carpet too while you're at it. So Iris Recht is the other person who is quoted. Jesus, was a writer on this film. She also contributed a lot of lyrics to the soundtrack too. So I think that's the primary what she did. Yeah. Okay, so
wants
the
the
Apple.
speed.
It was what?
America wants the speed, pumping up the power.
Oh my god.
Quality is
Speed.
This is such a Spiv's alley.
Good one.
I spent most of this movie thinking about how much Spiv was gonna love this thing.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel sick. I feel like I ate
Yeah.
too many Twizzlers.
Yep. You probably are. It has a budget of $10 million. It was filmed in various parts of Germany, I believe.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
boy, there's a lot to talk about this, but not so much with the cast and crew because I don't really recognize most of these people.
The choreographer is Nigel Lithgow from
Yeah.
So You Think You Can Dance.
And that's supposed to mean something to me.
I
Like the video? Is
used
that
to
a
watch
show?
that show, yeah.
I mean, we'll talk about it.
Wait, so were any of the
Will we, AJ? Will we?
Yeah,
Right.
we are. We're going to talk about choreography.
were any of the singers on this thing anything? Like
No.
No.
And that
were
was
they? You
a
don't say.
big problem.
Wonder why.
No one had a single for the
I can't
Apple?
put
What are you
my
talking
finger
about?
on why.
What are you talking about?
All right, cool.
It wasn't blowing up.
Yeah, I don't even like. I'm like going through these trying to find something.
There's
It was
nobody.
nominated.
Catherine
for worst
Mary
movie.
Stewart, who is BB, was in The Last Starfighter and Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Hero of the Underworld, since we're talking
Could
about all
you
these
do like a
Underworld
Weekend
movies.
at Bernie's anymore? Or is that like wrong to be like?
That would be a great TV series.
And he solves crimes,
Long
even though
time
he's
to
dead
be
the whole
dead.
time.
It'd be so
He's
funny.
eventually
Just-
got a
No, he's a-
Season
no,
6
he's-
is starting
No,
to
you just you
smell.
never.
He's
let
a
it
member of Congress, and they have to keep getting him into the votes.
That's
It's
brilliant.
not a
I gotta puff up
seizure.
my.
That's brilliant. Yeah, he dies on like the most important vote, and then they realize that like they just bring him around to all the parties because he gets in everywhere,
Yep.
and things start getting better.
I like where your head's at. It was a great idea.
He gets nominated to be like president.
Oh shit!
They had to fake him.
Yeah. Well, we were smart the next weekend at Bernie's, everybody.
Let's
Look at
do
that.
this. We can make this.
That's a funny concept.
It is funny.
I mean, but how do you get how do you get legitimately get past the smell problem though, and the deterioration?
Oh, Febreze.
They Febreze him.
Yeah.
and we could
Product
get
placement.
Febreze.
And his like arm falls off.
As
And they
a-
like start putting it back on.
Think of all the amazing
Duct
product
tape
placement.
that back on there.
No one would
Right.
notice.
Like limbs fall off and they like tape it back on. That's great. I like it. What's
The
preventing
Capitol
us from
doctor
making
said
this?
he's fine. It's all right. Just keep going.
Best corpse we've seen all year. Yes,
He just pauses every so
you're gonna love my corpse. I have the best corpse. Oh man, I'm trying to see if there's any other good movies that were released that month. So October of 1980. There's like tons of things, but nothing that really sticks out. Witch's
1980,
Brew,
Empire Strikes Back.
Sunday. No, the month though. Sunday Lovers. Schizoid. Fade to Black. Private Benjamin.
I don't
The
recognize
Elephant
any
Man.
of
Terror
those.
Train.
Oh, Terror Train sounds cool.
Terror Train.
That sounds pretty cool. The
sounds
First
really cool.
Deadly Sin.
I'm gonna look that up. That sounds awesome.
Terror Train looks cool as shit too. It's
Is
a
that the one
slasher
where they're
film.
stuck on the train? They
No,
can't
it's
get
a
off.
slasher.
Yeah, but it looks cool.
Chris,
The
what's that?
bad guy from Lethal Weapon 2 was the hippie leader god. I don't know.
Chris, what's the Russian movie where they're trapped on the train and they can't get off of it? It's like a runaway train. You know what I'm talking about? It's like that-
Piercer?
Speed.
No,
2.
it's like in the 80s. It's really old. It's like
Oh.
a crazy action movie or something. Like that.
Runaway
They
Train?
can't. They're
Oh,
trapped
is
on
it,
it. They can't get off it. It's like during a snowstorm or something.
That's John Voight and
Yeah, what is that? That's
It's low budget.
and Eric
John Voight,
Roberts.
Eric Roberts.
Yeah.
This looks
And
cool.
I
I've never
think
seen this.
Is it really?
Rebecca
John
De Mornay's in that too. She's really young.
She
okay.
is.
Anyway,
good?
It's a great history hole, Aaron.
Hey,
The long history hole for not
you
having
give me crappy movies. You give me crappy movies. I'm going to
all
give you
night.
crappy history hole. This is how it works. Can we move along, please? Because this,
yeah. I hate
this is
so
awful.
much Twizzlers. I can't.
Oh, you
Voight. Great decisions are being
AJ,
made.
what'd you think of the movie?
All right, here we go. Time to move on. Talk about the apple.
Hey everyone, this is Chris, and just reminding you in the still of tonight to go to patreon.com/badmoonightshow and sign up. For $2 a month, you get access to the exclusive bonus podcast pre-show, as well as other bonuses. That's patreon.com/badmoonightshow.
I had to throw out my trash. I was trying to throw out the trash. I was trying to be respectful of
Jesus.
guests in the house. All right, AJ, what did you think of the apple?
The Apple was interesting. You know, I haven't seen a low-budget musical before at this kind of quality. It has kind of like, I don't know, it has some like
budget.
kind of zany
I don't think it
silliness
was
to
low
it.
budget, AJ.
$10 million.
Dude, they filmed the whole thing in a mall. Okay, like 90% of it took place in a mall on an escalator. All right, like just saying.
It was a
Yeah,
convention center, not a mall.
Think of all those stickers they had to buy.
It was okay. I was getting some like a little bit of like Rocky Horror Pictures vibes. I'm kind of surprised this isn't more of like a underground cult kind of thing because of it's how weird it is and it's science fiction-y. The strangest thing about the movie, which we'll probably talk about, is about 48 minutes in, all of a sudden it turns into 1984 randomly, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? So that was an interesting shift, like when that happened. But yeah, I didn't hate it, but again, it's not really like my wheelhouse. I'm not a big musical person, so.
Okay.
Unless it's Jekyll and Hyde, then I'm on board.
Aaron, what'd you think?
Yeah, this is a really, really weird movie. It does have some dystopian feel to it. There is definitely some commentary on the music industry and how messed up it is. But I've never seen a musical that had like a group orgy scene where everyone orgasms at the same time and is magically teleported to hippie land. Like, I don't know.
You haven't seen enough musicals.
Right?
That's the audience, Aaron.
It's hard to follow. I hate stickers, and everybody has these weird stickers that are half applied to their face.
You
amazing.
hate stickers?
It's
Oh
a sensory
my
thing.
God.
Stickers, really?
It's a sensory thing. The
How do you feel about
stickiness really
patches?
bothers me.
When
Like,
he
even
goes
when
to
a
bed tonight,
sticker's on-
Chris, just start
Band-Aids?
sticking stickers
Yep, gross
on.
me out.
Even if a sticker's like on something, it bothers you?
No, that doesn't bother me, but just touching them or
I bet
Looking
you
at
really
the bib
hate.
right now, does that?
I bet you
Yeah, it bothers
really
me.
hate scratch and sniff stickers.
Oh my God.
as long as I don't have to peel them off the paper, they're fine.
Right here.
Even if they're like
12
fabric-y.
of
Remember the
them.
old fabric ones from like the 80s?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
fine. Just don't
like
don't
3D.
don't take them off the paper and don't make me like touch
like
them against my
velvet.
skin. So yeah, I mean that whole thing was just weird. It's a complicated mess. Like, who is Bim? Why is everybody pro Bim?
It's
Why does Bim have this stupid triangle on his face?
He's joined.
It's this bin mark.
It's against. He's gonna get a ticket if he
it's
does
the
it.
bim mark. You
What
gotta
is a
win.
Bim mark?
It's a triangle sticker.
It's a fashion statement.
See, you've already lost the plot there. What's the point?
Boy,
That is a wow.
what's the point?
The point is to follow the rules.
Yeah. Otherwise, you don't get
I
a
will
record
say-
contract, Aaron.
I was
Come on.
getting some real what's that movie? Hunger Games, like
Yeah,
feel
a little Running Man.
with some of
going on a
the
bit.
Running Man and like this
Yeah.
just a
Absolutely.
really
The
interesting.
corporation is what rules everything.
Yeah, and then the costuming and the makeup was intense. It was not like I didn't hate it at all. It just was I don't know, it just wasn't for me maybe. I like musicals. Part of it was
Really?
a lot of people couldn't really sing that well or the songs just weren't very good.
Yeah.
It had a little bit of that. What's that car battle movie from the 70s where we're driving around in go-karts everywhere? Like
Death
fighting
Race?
each other. Yeah, it's
Death
kind of
Race
like it has some
2000.
Death Race vibes a little bit, like the cheesiness of the costuming. and
Yeah, I feel like the costuming was like original Star Trek shit too.
It was from 1994, guys.
That's true.
You don't remember those fashion trends with the foil suits?
Spiv, we got 150 heartbeats right now.
Oh man,
Well,
no one gets
talk
that
about a
high.
metric to measure in, right?
I don't even know what that means.
No, but that's like social media. That's like that's
yeah,
like
that's
I
way
like
ahead
Yeah.
of its time.
How many likes?
Lindsay, what did you think?
I'd never seen this movie, but I'd heard a lot about it before, and that it was just terrible. So I didn't have a lot of expectations going in. But I'd say I found this movie more interesting than entertaining, just because it was so fucking weird. And like AJ said, I got Rocky Horror vibes. I got a lot of the Who's Tommy vibes.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But the music was just really bad. It was really bad, and I think that's what held this
That's part
back.
of the
And
fun.
there was no names attached to it, where a lot of these movie musicals had talented, known artists
Like
attached
The
to
Wall,
them.
as you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
The Who's
freaking
yeah,
the Who. Like, yeah, you have super
exactly,
talented
and
bands.
it just and it's a very cliche story. You know, you come from the sticks, go to big Hollywood, and then they separate because one is successful on one side, and then they get back together at the end. It's a story that's been told a million times. But I found the costuming and the set pieces and the production design just so interesting and weird that kept my attention through the whole thing. Like the branding stuff, like, oh, these are the official BIM glasses, and they're so impractical and stupid. So I found that part of it very interesting, but the rest, I was like, you've got too much going on, you're trying to say too much, and your messages are getting mixed and muddled, and the music just didn't do it for me. So
Okay, Spiv. I don't even know why we're asking. What did you think? Got the stupid sticker on your
I'm wearing
fucking
the
face.
bin
and
mark,
everything.
guys. No, my favorite part of the movie was the opening number. I mean, they never really topped that as far as the songs go. But they hit all like the standard musical things, and I didn't think the story was too confusing. It was kind of just a good versus evil, God versus the devil, even. The hippies save us all. Apparently.
Isn't there like the parallel between the apple and the apple?
Garden of Eden.
Eve.
Apparently there was a scene that was cut from the beginning of the movie that was kind of like a prologue showing like the formation of Alfie, and they're in like the Garden of Eden, but which apparently is Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I liked this one, guys. The songs were bad. I won't pretend they were good, but it had style. It
did.
It went for it, and gotta respect that.
Rebecca.
I love a musical.
We got a movie of the year.
This was definitely over the top and weird, but it knew what it was and it stuck to it. And
Are you describing our podcast right now?
the songs were super weird, but I kept getting Jesus Christ Superstar vibes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Instead of a Technicolor Dreamcoat, you get BIM.
No, that's Joseph.
That's the wrong show.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. My bad. Whatever.
But
Some dude.
yeah, I thought it was a good time.
Boogaloo.
What about you, Chris?
Here's what I thought.
This movie sucked. It sucked fucking ass. Musicals are lame. Paul gets a bad. This movie, your face. You like this movie, go to space.
You got witchcraft?
Yeah, why not?
When did you make that?
I made it yesterday.
Chris, there's a monorail
that's
in this
awesome.
movie.
There's a what?
A monorail.
I know. Talk about the future, right? If you don't have a monorail, what are you doing?
Are those I was watching that. I asked if those were magnetic,
Monorails?
like a maglev
Monorail.
train. Is that what a monorail is?
No, that's only in
It kind
Japan.
of looked like they were though.
In Japan, they have magnetic trains, but we can't do that here.
And then I started thinking, like, with magnets, why aren't we able to create perpetual motion and generate energy?
We can. We're just not going to.
Well,
We don't
friction
want
gets
free
them.
energy when we can
Friction,
Yeah.
get all
friction.
the oil.
Chris, how are you
Hurts,
going to
but-
make money?
Sell my sweet energy to the.
Chris, there's
What?
air resistance. There's friction. Yeah, there's all sorts of ways to lose energy that gets moved to something else.
You're still losing it, but you're generating it just by putting two magnets that are creating force against each other,
Right.
which is then creating
Just
energy.
throw it in one of those Elon Musk tunnels and you're set.
No,
Fuck.
that way.
So you
Anyways.
didn't
You
like
guys need to
it?
take physics class. For God's sake.
Whatever. I just thought about that when my head. No, I hated this. This is the worst shit. I fucking hate. I like Little Shop of Horrors, and there's a song in here that sort of sounded like Little Shop of Horrors, but if Count Dracula was singing it or some shit. But I hated everything about this. Like, let me get started. Like, I hated the outfits. I hate everybody's so ugly. Like, all the guys are so ugly, and I couldn't look at them. I hate it all. Like,
Didn't
every,
like
The glitter in
The
the
jewel,
beard?
the teeth.
no, I hated it
Oh,
all.
the jewel teeth guy.
I hate when they do all this storytelling and then they're like, let's sing about it for 5 minutes, but not change anything else about the story.
That's
It's
a
so fucking-
musical.
I know, it's fucking lame as shit, right, guys? And then all the songs are really dumb. Like, they're the worst pieces of shit music I've ever fucking heard.
Yeah, you don't like any of them? You didn't like the
No.
Apple?
What about the song about sex?
Yeah. She's
looking
coming.
for
Come
you.
on.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
You didn't like the Master song?
that was sexual.
That Coming song. The lyrics in that song were
Aaron's getting some
Yeah.
fucking candy up in here.
subtle.
That actress
not
was I
double
think is
entendre,
probably the
it was
most
triple
talented
entendre.
person in the entire cast was that
I
actress.
know, and they gave her
I don't know who
voice.
she is,
That
No,
woman
but-
singing the I'm Coming
but she
song.
was really good.
The I'm Coming song, she was the best singer. But that scene was dark because they drugged him and then
very
raped
dark.
him. And
Yeah.
what'd you throw at me? Ow! Sour Patch Kids? Okay. Anyways, Aaron went to get candy. Yeah, this was awful, and it just kept going on. And what are you throwing at me?
Tchotchkes.
I know musicals aren't for me. I do like a theater performance. Maybe like the live performance aspect works well for me, and I don't mind it then, but it doesn't. The performance doesn't translate to film for me. It's not as exciting or anything.
We know that you hate fun and whimsy. Like,
Yeah,
I am fun and whimsy.
I know it's a contradiction
That's
in
why you
itself.
hate it so much.
that's why you
Yeah.
hate it so much.
That should be
makes
the
sense.
first line on your dating profile. I hate fun and whimsy.
I am fun and whimsy.
I do hate myself, so that makes sense.
Makes sense. Makes complete sense. Look at this. We're doing
So-
therapy
He's
live.
trying to get candy.
Well, I don't know what happened. I don't want the dog to pick it up. I don't know where it went. The look of the whole movie was awful too. Because, like I said, it looked like this old Star Trek
It
shit.
was
And
it was 70s
Well,
future. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Most of it was shot inside a giant mall, and then like sets.
It's
So
a
they
convention
had a
center.
space.
It was a lot of bad metallics that always look
You
really
mean
cheap, no
cool
matter what you do.
90s holographics.
Yeah. It needed someone that could like design sets well.
design sets, write music, act,
Yeah.
write a story. Like all these
So-
things are
so
bad
they-
about it.
they-
We all agree. I don't know why you guys are acting like this was good.
So there was no talent, is what you're saying.
No, 100%. No talent. Let's take a listen to the
It didn't
opening.
score 150 heartbeats.
No, 0 heartbeats.
Wow.
See, dog's in here. You find that candy he threw, and you give it to me. All right, here we go. That
Chris, that was really good.
You tell him, Maggie.
she heard you singing there.
Yeah. She likes
Right
to
next
sing.
to me.
I will say that is probably the worst song because it's cool at first for about first 10
It
seconds,
was
but
too
then
long. It was too.
it says
It
it
was
has
a
3
lot.
words, like or 5 words or whatever. Hey, 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 Bim's on the way.
And some of those songs, they would like cut back to these long shots of the actor like singing forever. It's just so
What?
awful.
No, that was Aaron singing. I didn't sing. I know it's bad.
I liked how they had all different genres of songs. There was a reggae song and an acoustic song and
Yeah,
a
that's
disco
true.
song and
I did like the vampire singer. Aaron, do you want to check on your dog? I don't know. She's
come down?
barking at
Should we be
the- barking at the
concerned?
garage door.
What?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And so easily deceived. Like a baby watching magic, he's so gullible, it's tragic in the world of naive. Life is nothing but show business in 19...
That was
that
the
was-
worst song.
That
It was
was the worst
terrible.
That was the location.
there's nothing like show business.
But,
What do you think
but
of
the beginning
yeah.
was like a Eurovision kind of contest
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like when our 2 lovebirds come out and they do their boring love ballad thing.
Love is the universal
and they
language.
they sabotage it. I thought
Yeah.
that was really interesting.
That was good. Classic reality TV.
Like the
right?
movie had me up until like maybe 30 minutes in, the way it was building, and then it just
What?
Enough
heard
about
her.
Aaron.
because like the whole seduction scene when they're gonna sign the contracts and stuff. I actually liked that scene. It was interesting
When they
and
get
it was really
transported down
funny
to hell,
too.
that was cool.
You mean the
What was-
earthquake? And
Yes,
everyone's
the
like, what the fuck's
earthquake.
going on?
So, okay, a couple things. The old guy, the old creepy guy, I kind of liked him. The vampire guy.
Mr.
That's-
Boogaloo.
Mr. Boogaloo.
Yeah, he was a good bad guy, right?
He is Satan.
Yeah, he kind of sings like the crab from Mermaid, Little Mermaid, but like they just like let him sing whole songs. And the one of those ones
Why does it only have one
remind
horn too?
This is a great
I don't know.
descriptor.
one of those songs sounded like it reminded me of a song from Little Shop of Horrors. I don't know.
There
if
is
it was
some
this
little
one.
Shop of Horrors vibes happening for sure.
Yeah. This was his other one. I wrote Vampire.
The Little
Song,
Shop of
number 2.
Horrors was very
He sang the apple
self-aware.
and he sang
This
the
is
show
not.
business one.
Yeah.
He knows how to be a master. The world is nothing but a big casino royale with bodies to buy, souls to sell.
He was great.
That's the
He showed
reggae
up.
song.
That was a regular song.
Basta.
Yeah, how you know how to be a master.
It seemed like
That was one of the better songs, I thought.
Yeah.
What?
There was a really funny
wait, Razor.
line in this that I don't know. I mean, Menachem Golem wrote this, and I don't know if he was putting this in as a joke or not. Because the whole business model of Cannon Films was, I'm gonna sell a movie based on a poster, and then I'm gonna go make the movie. And he has that line in there about they're gonna go to Europe to sell the album, and they're like, we haven't even made an album. He's like, first you sell it, then you make it. I'm like, did he put that in there intentionally? I don't know.
So it seems
It'd
like
be
it's
very
somewhat
funny if he did.
self-aware then.
A little bit, a little bit.
Does anyone think it was weird that, as I mentioned, 45 minutes in, all of a sudden we finally leave the mall, and then we're in 1984, in the future?
Dystopian.
Yeah,
very.
Wasn't that a weird shift? Because they don't really give you any context of the world up until 45 minutes in,
Well,
when
it
you actually
seems-
leave the building.
It seems
AJ.
like BIM, which is the Boogaloo International Music Company,
Yes.
it seems like they used this win at the World Vision to propel themselves into a position of power.
Oh yeah, now they
And
have.
then after however long it's been, years here since the duo split up, they've kind of taken over.
Sounds like you're describing a musical, Spiv.
In the year of 1999, there was a movie that came out that changed the world. It featured Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it was called End of Days. And in End of Days, this lady is in it, but she's older.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
she's
she
been
is
in a
in it.
lot
She
of stuff.
is
Yeah.
Professor Sprout from the Harry Potter
Yes.
movies.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
All right, she's great.
She's probably
I love
the
her.
most successful person
Kinda look
that
like
was
you
involved with
sprouting
this
right there.
movie.
She's in 172 different things.
That's 'cause she's great.
looked it up.
She doesn't look she's aged much. She looks pretty much the same.
She's Professor Sprout. Yeah, that makes sense. Now that you say that, I do realize that. I liked her, and I liked the vampire guy, and that was it.
Yeah.
The
So you
the
really
lead
remember both
guy,
Characters. They were good.
the lead guy looked kind of like Val Kilmer to me.
Val Kilmer and Will Ferrell mixed together.
Will
really?
Will
I
Kilmer.
thought there's a little
Wait.
Patrick Swayze in there.
Oh, maybe it's Swayze, but no talent.
Will
Yeah.
Swayze Kilmer. Listen
Man,
to
this is
their.
the
all the
only
telling
thing
now.
he ever did.
Well, I don't know. This is the song.
Shelter from the storm.
When my hope what the hell is this?
It's a love
That's what the audience is
some-
saying.
Who
hardcore
follows
adult
the
contemporary.
bin with that song, though? That's
right?
recipe for disaster.
How do you compare?
Yeah.
You can't.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at that building. What is that? Like a
It's,
restaurant?
It's
Top?
80s Berlin, man.
It's Germany.
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of cool. I guess it's unique in some ways. So I guess I missed the part when they go into the record office, the record studio office, to try and get them to sign the contracts. That's where the main conflict comes to be between our two leads, because they think they can use her, they can drug her or whatever, use her to their means. But he's having these visions. He sees like an earthquake and stuff. And was that just supposed to be him realizing something's not right or off?
Yeah.
Wrong. Yeah.
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 Don't
I
do
think
it.
He's kind of like a Jesus character, isn't he?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the connotation.
So,
right?
so he's seeing these visions.
Well, no.
kind of clue him in on the real nature of. The,
Oh yeah, Jesus.
Boogaloo
Jesus is
guy.
God's son, right? Jesus, yeah. I don't go to a lot of church.
Is this the only scene where that happens to him in the movie? Where he
Where he has these visions.
There's another
Yeah.
one though, isn't there?
Well, they did like two of those back to back with the earthquake and then the storm.
There's an earthquake in the storm, and then he goes down to hell when they're actually
Well, yeah,
they
you
sing
gotta,
the
you gotta
Apple
go to
song
hell
down
at
there.
that point.
Yeah.
Where else you gonna go?
But they don't go to space.
While he's
That's the
wearing
real
a
problem.
sequins thong, he sings about the apple.
Oh,
They eventually
boy,
go to
yeah,
space.
There's a lot of thongs.
So this, what is that? Was that the old Ford there, the '84? Made it to space too.
Mr. Tops.
God comes and saves him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did
Saves all
the
hippies?
but when did that was overtly oh, God's coming down, but or is he an alien and they're referencing that these are going to be
Is he
the first
Xenu?
humans?
I thought it
I
was
think he's
Dan
supposed to
Haggerty
be
at
an
first.
alien because they talk about going to find
A new
another
planet.
planet.
Yeah, that's
And,
fair.
Oh yeah, starting over on another planet.
Gosh,
yeah.
what a '60s plot line.
Well, even
Sorta.
the good people in the movie are like the '60s singer-songwriters. The evil people are the flashy.
That's
disco
James Taylor right
dancers.
there.
Oh, that's just how the world works.
I've seen fire and I've seen rain.
But when was Mr. Tops introduced before the end? Or was that
He
Mr.
wasn't.
Tops?
He wasn't.
He wasn't.
Yeah, that was like a
the first he
surprise.
was
Tops
in.
is
I think he probably would have been in that prologue that they cut, possibly.
Probably.
That would
It's
make
like the
sense.
all-seeing Oz. you
But
know?
even like right at the end, then when their police come and they're, the Jesus character has faith. He's like, no, Mr. Tops will save us.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's strong religious
Yeah.
overtones throughout this one. For
What do
me.
we think? Do we think Chris would be part of the Jesus cult, or do we think he'd
No,
be
he'd
up
be
in the
in the
corporate
bin.
office?
Yeah.
He'd be up
He's
in the
gonna be
corporate
So that guy's
office.
Moses?
Wait,
Is
so
that
you
guy-
guys think I'd be in the BIM? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
like Mr. Ben.
You're Mr.
I am
Boogaloo.
the master. From the- Master.
He'd probably be like the chauffeur.
I'd be like one of that fat warthog guys who.
That
like,
guy with the
all
little
over.
teeth, yeah.
Bulldog.
There you go. That's a great character to play. So much dimension.
What's this? I have another song.
We have just scored 150 heartbeats. Gentlemen, I predict our BIM song is going to take this competition by storm.
Stall.
But we never really revisit the competition, do we?
No.
Oh, that's the little
So it's like Eurovision, but
for the
then it
world
just-
now.
right.
It should have concluded with these people, James Taylor, winning over the crowd
That would have been a great way to end it, right?
and changing the world for better instead of like a bunch of
Free
hippies
music.
being chased out of a cave and then Jesus coming down or something.
He comes
Hey, I'm
down
just-
in a Cadillac.
Choices were made that were weird.
So it makes no
Is
fucking
it a
sense.
Cadillac? It was a nice car.
I don't know.
So given the dystopian aspect of this movie, are they competing for something tangible like food for their country
soul
or
of the
like
people, I guess. I
right
don't
like
know.
just like if your country doesn't
World
win,
vision?
you have to murder 100
Free
million
will.
people or something or
Yeah, no, see, I think time passes in this, and they don't really tell us.
No, they don't.
Oh, the time only passes.
Between the record signing
'cause she
and
goes
then
with
the
a star.
1984 bits.
Well, that and also they come out with a kid from the cave.
Yeah.
She had
oh,
a
well,
baby.
that too. Yeah,
Oh,
they're in the
Yeah,
hippie
so-
land for
But there's
a while.
time passing.
And they're
before-
gonna sue her for $10
Yeah.
million.
Yeah.
Which I guess is still a thing, even though they can like arrest her and kill her. They're gonna sue her.
They can just do whatever they
Well,
want.
they just want money.
Yeah. What's that about?
is it about Bing points? Does your browser give you BIM points, Biv?
It does. It does.
I just don't understand the musical format. Why tell story and then retell the same thing with music? Why not just tell the whole thing with music?
Here we
Because then it
go.
would be an opera.
I find that much more interesting in person.
Good musicals, the song will propel the narrative forward. In a good musical. This is not a good musical.
Yeah, this was more like here's the story. Okay, pause. We're gonna sing a song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Okay,
it just
yeah, it
Is this
doesn't
like the-
flow well.
Is this like the bottom of the barrel in like musicals, or they get worse? Are the ones
They
that
get
worse than
much,
this?
much
Yeah.
worse.
Are there
Yeah.
like
Much
really
worse.
bad ones out there?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
like what?
Yeah. I'm curious.
I don't know. They're just out there.
We've watched a
Community theater.
few. Wasn't there one? They were like in the desert, and it was like 80s hair metal kind of stuff. That was a
Oh,
musical.
Seven Samurai? Samurai. What? Samurai.
Seven Samurai.
Lone. What was that movie called?
Six String
Saw
Samurai.
film?
Six String Samurai.
No, Six String Samurai.
But that was
Is that a
cool. It was
musical?
Yeah, that
stylistic.
was. I want to call that music.
Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark or whatever the fuck it was called. Wasn't that was
Oh
pretty
boy, did
terrible.
that show
I
ever
heard.
even
Where
open?
everybody
Is that
got
on
Like for it-
ice?
Turn off the dark.
Something
Yeah.
What does that mean?
called
Yeah,
something
they were
like
trying
that.
to make a Spider-Man musical on Broadway, and they kept
And it
Yeah, they
like,
was
the
bad.
actors kept
wrong.
falling off of and
Yeah.
hurting
Yeah.
themselves.
Remember when they used to put all that stuff
Never
on
opened.
ice and make ice shows
Oh
out of it?
yeah.
Disney on ice.
Does that still
do.
exist?
Yeah.
Apple on ice. That'd be
Why does that have to be
amazing.
on ice?
Because it's fun to see people skate
they're
around. I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Anything else with the Apple?
I think the apple's the worst name.
Why would you pick this movie? Pat?
I
Why
hear
would
the
you
apple, I think
fucking
of like New York City or something. Like I don't
Yeah.
know what the context. It just doesn't make any
It's
sense.
the Adam and Eve thing.
Yeah, Guardian.
Yeah.
But that's so thin in the movie to
Right.
begin with. Like
Jeez, I thought it was like overtly.
Yeah, I thought it was very
Yeah.
overt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This imagery. Yeah.
so you feel like the apple tells the story of the movie.
Well, no, it's talking
apple's
about the temptation,
and-
which
yeah.
she succumbs
yeah, but
to,
that's so
like
stupid.
Eve does.
That's so stupid. Isn't it?
That's
only
religion.
driven-
Well,
you know,
that's Christianity for you.
2,000 years. Of...
Well, yeah, obviously, but I'm talking about just as a title for the movie. I think it's a terrible choice.
Your mind immediately went to New York, I assume.
Well, do you see the image?
first
It's just a
mine did
giant
too.
apple on the VHS tape, and that does not tell
But it
the
has a
story.
snake too, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
So we're watching VeggieTales? Is what you're
I don't know.
so pissed to
With
get when I
Bim?
watch this?
This is basically VeggieTales.
Well, and the one.
Oh no, it doesn't have a snake
The
agent.
jewel tooth guy even turns into a snake when they go down and.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Shouldn't it be
it's
more
so-
science
it's very
fiction-y?
solidified
Yeah.
when they go to hell, and you're like, oh, and she's dressed as Eve, and he's dressed as Adam,
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
with their man ass hanging out. That was nice. There was man ass in
There was a lot
Don't
of
get me
man
wrong.
ass in
Lot.
this.
It's been a while since there was some man ass in here.
Yeah,
a musical,
I watched it. I sucked that in, the man ass.
Yeah,
That
did
was
you?
good.
Sucked it right in.
Sucked it right in.
Laura did ask where she could buy me a gold Speedo.
Damn,
There you
Spiv.
Wow, there you go.
You gonna make her call you Bim?
I hope so.
Do you want me to wear the sticker?
I watched this.
You're gonna go, hey, Bim's on his way.
My bin mark fell off.
I watched this movie with Steph, and she said that it was a bad movie, but she didn't not enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it had some
not
interesting
enjoy it.
things happening in it.
She said she'd
Visually.
never watch it again, though. I hate
I would
it.
never
Yeah,
watch
no,
it
I wouldn't
again,
watch
but-
it again.
Some of the
no.
choreography wasn't too bad. Like there was like that aspect was pretty decent.
Why are there like some of the people like during that like I'm coming song
Oh, boy.
was like this guy looks like a fucking 45-year-old fucking chiropractor or some shit. And he's like
That's what they could get.
in a thong, and I'm like, I don't want to see this. He's ugly and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to see that guy.
It's the 80s.
You don't want to see that?
He was probably
Ew.
26 years old.
Yeah. He
Okay.
is crying
Fresh
right now.
out of dance college or whatever.
He just
Yeah,
wants
that's
to
the thing,
drain
'cause
every
you-
drop of your life.
I mean, I feel like
Juilliard.
I feel like the
Yes.
dancing's probably a higher quality of what you want versus like how someone looks for something
Yeah.
like this because everyone has to be in unison.
I don't know.
They
though.
were all
Like,
in shape. They all had
Yeah.
dancers' bodies.
They probably just pulled people out of like a dance school or something, like a
Yeah.
troupe, and brought them in.
Okay. Whatever. I'm not doing another. If there's another musical this year, I'm quitting forever.
Oh, you're quitting? Oh, you hear that,
Forever. If
everybody?
there's another
Yeah.
musical- I said this
Load-
year.
Better
Stack
wait
the
till
wheel.
my birthday wheel.
Oh,
a musical wheel.
Oh my God, Chris, you can't quit for that either. That's how it works.
I have to pull up the wheel. I did email it to myself.
Did you put the Underworld movie on there? Because
No. Oh shit. I don't know if I have this. I'll put it on the Slack.
the wheel never stays the way you want it to be. If you
What
switch
was your
the
guys?
gears-
What was your guys' favorite song?
The Master.
The Master was great.
Yeah, that
yeah.
was pretty good.
And that one actually like moved the story along.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it did.
I
like I
mean,
felt like time was
yeah.
passing, like montage
That-
in a kind of way.
That one felt like I said, kind of like to me like a Disney type thing, where it's like a
Yeah.
little one-off. Like,
Yeah, like each character had
Yeah.
their song.
Yeah,
kind
little
of, you know what I
moment.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that made
Yeah.
that makes sense.
where's the steering
Yeah.
wheel at?
I
The
liked
wheel.
the speed song though, just because it was so stupid.
Oh, that was my least favorite.
Come on, America!
Did you like the sequence when the
Pumping power by
firefighters had
the
to stop putting the fire out to do?
Oh
the,
yeah, the
Yeah.
BIM hour.
Bim hour.
They took the guy off of oxygen. It's the
Wow.
fucking BIM
the
hour.
law.
And then he
It's the
woke
law.
up and then he died.
That you know what? That moment
funny.
though, that moment I thought like at first I was like, are they being serious? Like they really think we want to get like into this fascist like 1984 thing and this is storytelling. But then when he did all that stuff with the guy, and the guy woke back up from his surgery and then died, like okay, I was like, oh, they're being self-aware. This is pretty funny.
Right?
Pretty funny.
Power of commercialism.
The power of commercialism. Oh, I can't edit this wheel? That's crazy.
You,
Oh well,
yeah.
we'll figure it out. No, I copied it, but I can't edit it. Anything else with the wheel or with the apple?
I mean, they said the budget was $10 million. I don't think they spent $10 million on this movie. I mean, there was a lot of
costumes.
I mean, there was a lot of costumes, but a lot of them looked really, really cheap. A lot of the props looked really, really cheap.
There was a lot of cocaine.
There was a lot of cocaine, is what I'm trying to say.
Even
some of the makeup concepts were really cool. Like they had the people with two faces in the opening.
That was really creepy and cool. Yeah.
But it wasn't like seamless enough. You could tell it was just kind of like
the one looked great, I thought. And I liked there was moments during the drug tripping sequence that were like kind of terrifying looking and stuff. Like it was creepy.
When there was like 3 of everything and then different faces.
Went to kaleidoscope for a little bit. Yeah.
We should do a kaleidoscope version of the podcast.
I wonder how they did that kaleidoscope thing back in the day. If that was like actually on camera or if that was in post.
Yeah, I guess you could do it either way.
Yeah.
Like reproject it.
Yeah, I guess. All right. Last chance. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. AJ, would you recommend The Apple?
It wasn't for me, but I feel like if you're into like strange kind of B quality musical content, it does have like a little bit of like Rocky Horror Picture kind of stuff happening here. Just because like the nature, like the science fiction and weird aspects of it. But for me, no, I would not recommend it.
Aaron?
Yeah, I kind of feel along the same lines. I kept thinking throughout this as it got more and more kind of onto the evil side and the religious side of things, that I really just wanted like a Devil's Advocate, but as a musical. Like I think that would be way cooler than something like this.
You're the devil's son!
Right. And Keanu's like, whoa. I don't know. And Pacino's like, hooah! I'm the devil.
No, but Keanu does a southern accent that he'd say,
whoa, I'm a son.
down low.
Charlize Theron. All right.
That movie's great.
It's a great movie. So yeah, I mean, it was definitely entertaining. It was not boring. I did not struggle to watch it. It just maybe not for me.
Lindsay.
Yeah, I would recommend it. It's just fucking weird enough that it's interesting. Even if you don't like musicals, it's very interesting.
Spiv.
I'd recommend it. It was fun.
Rebecca.
I would recommend it as well.
Nope. It's the fucking worst movie we've ever watched.
The worst, huh?
That's
Worst fucking movie.
That is
Worst.
a lie.
I would watch all the witchcrafts over again instead of watching this again.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah, easily.
Wow, that's crazy.
All right. Let's move on now and play a game. So here we go.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind. I'm trying to prevent you sloppy. Your conclusions are high-risk. Shall we play?
Why can't I select your screen? Oh, now I can.
There we go.
There you go, Chris. Right up your
Chris is
alley.
gonna lose.
Oh shit.
Oh, God. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. What a stupid fucking name.
All right. Well, let's go here, computer. There we go. All right. Which of these is the longest running Broadway musical? Les Mis, Phantom of the Opera, Cats, or Chicago?
Cats.
Cats.
Didn't Phantom of the Opera overtake
It's either
it?
Les Mis or Phantom of the Opera. I'm gonna say Phantom of the Opera, but I think they just stopped it.
No, it's Phantom.
Yeah.
It is the
Nice.
Phantom of the Opera.
It's a good one.
Phantom of the Opera.
How many performances did it have on Broadway?
A lot.
7,500.
18,000. It's been going for like
10,000.
40
I don't
some
know.
years.
It was a
right?
lot.
How many performances? Like, how many times it ran, or how many times the night the show went on?
How many
Apparently your
total
dogs do
times?
not like the Phantom of the Opera.
Performances. That's like
They
3
are
times a
Oh,
day.
gosh, I
fucking
don't know.
pissed off at something.
5,000.
27,000 times.
It ran 13,981.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it still running?
No.
They just,
Nope, it just
shut
ended
it down.
in April.
Yeah.
Why? I want to see it.
Late. You had 13,981 chances.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You failed every single one.
What musical is the highest grossing? Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King, Wicked, or Hamilton?
Hamilton.
It's gotta be
Lion King?
Right?
Wicked.
Probably right.
Lion
The
King's been
Lion
going
King.
for a long time now too.
It is The Lion King.
Yeah.
Which
I saw it on Broadway.
Yeah,
I did
right.
too.
And I saw it on Broadway.
Oh man, when they
yeah.
bring
I
out
saw
the big
it 4
spinning wheel.
times.
The opening scene is just
4
like
times?
goosebumps.
Wow, that's hardcore.
I know.
Yeah.
I saw
I could get up there
Showboat
and
once, and that
perform it
was
with them.
enough.
All right, how much did The Lion King gross?
$1 billion.
$12 billion.
$1 billion.
This is
Broadway?
gross,
Wow.
not net. Yeah.
Man.
With merch and everything, is that
Oh
counted
my
in
gosh,
there?
Disney's cashing
Yeah, 19 billion.
1 billion, Bob.
It's Hollywood accounting though.
$1.4 billion, which is an average of
Damn.
$2 million a week.
in. Wow.
And how much did those people
Right.
get
I hope
paid?
they save some of that money.
Here's some
Those
rice
people
and
won't
beans
tax
for
it.
$5.
They made minimum
During
wage.
COVID, they could pay people.
Right.
Depends on your, yeah.
That's a lot of money.
How many theaters in New York are considered Broadway
Ooh.
theaters?
Oh.
Not that many.
12?
16?
10?
I'm gonna
They have
say
to be,
9.
those theaters are massive.
They have to be within that.
Massive.
3.
Because we have one at the school, and it's huge.
3.
41.
Dang,
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
They have to have
one more, right? It's
um,
42nd Street.
at least 500 seats.
That's not that many.
If they have
there's like
less than
3,000
500,
seats
then
or
they're
something.
considered off Broadway.
Ah,
So, of those 41, how many of those are actually on
on Broadway.
Broadway?
Oh,
Through,
a
4.
dozen?
Yeah, like a handful of them. 6.
2.
That's Rock of
4.
Ages still going, really.
The Winter
The
Garden, the
Winter Garden,
Roundabout,
Oh, that's a beautiful
Marquee.
theater.
the Marquee,
Theater.
and the Broadway Theater.
Okay.
When were the first Tony Awards held? What year?
1960.
So there's the 70th.
right?
Yeah, they're still going.
This looks somewhat recent.
51.
I have a friend that won a Tony Award.
1948.
I'm gonna say this is like 2020 here.
They probably
Wow.
didn't have one in 2020.
Oh, this made a burp.
Jesus.
Sorry, I ate a lot of Twizzlers.
We're not playing.
Yeah,
for
great
art.
decision.
What,
you're making over there.
1949.
It was 1947.
Well, they're close, Aaron.
Nice.
And they're the Antoinette Perry Awards. She was
That's
Tony.
where Tony comes from. I didn't know that. That's cool.
How much
The
was it
Waldorf.
for that first Tony's Award?
How much
It was free because they
50
couldn't get
cents.
people to show up.
It
Why
was
does it say Rupert?
$10.
Oh, Rupert and
Why does
Rupert
it-
Industries. What do you mean?
Rupert Industries. I was free because nobody gives a shit.
It's interesting that it has a wine glass there, Chris.
Is it?
It's like classy, Rupert.
Rupert's like
It
German.
was $7.50,
Wow.
It's a lot of
which
money.
is $103 today.
But you get
You got
supper.
a $5 dinner, though, yeah.
Yeah.
Supper.
Yeah.
Supper,
And
entertainment,
there's
Have a night on the
etc.
town.
42
What
cents
exactly
federal
is it?
tax.
Etc.
Entertainment.
I'd like my
cetera.
etc.
The
please.
show.
Some
extra tax.
opium, something like that.
Yeah.
It's at 8:30 o'clock.
Oh, that's annoying.
30 o'clock.
What percent of Broadway audiences is female?
98%.
80.
Yeah.
97. 97%.
65.
65. Yeah, I was gonna say something like 63.
66%.
Wow, that's a really
Two-thirds.
good guess. Wow.
Yeah. And there you go. Now you know a little bit more about musicals.
Nice.
You're welcome, Chris.
Thank you, Rebecca. That was a great game. Musicals are
You
still stupid,
hated
but it
it.
was a great game. Thank you. Time to move on and do some listener feedback.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir. Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Last week we checked out Witchcraft 14, Angel of Death.
Death.
Paul Lilienthal, 14 films of straight up pain for Aaron. But poor little baby Chris can't take one little musical.
That's funny.
I mean, what? The musical's fucking awful. Witchcraft's great. I don't know what to tell you. Aaron likes it,
Witchcraft is not great, sir. Come
They're
on now.
very fun. Get out of here. Would you
fun?
rather watch a Witchcraft or this?
This.
Honestly, I'd like to watch them combined. We need Witchcraft the musical.
A Witchcraft musical?
We need
I'd rather watch
Scream, the
Witchcraft.
musical.
I'd rather watch
Oh,
Witchcraft.
Breen could do a musical.
AJ would rather watch Witchcraft too. So there you go.
I
He
would.
had a dance break in his last movie, so maybe he's working
It was
towards that.
He's testing the water.
Poor AJ, he missed it. Jesse
I can't believe you missed
Magers. Jesse Magers. I looked into watching The Apple with the friends I subject to bad movies, but I felt it would cause a revolt. I love bad
wise
movies. I'm
decision.
curious to
Go
see
for
how
it.
it goes.
Do you really need friends?
Absolutely.
You got us.
You've got Alfie
You
and
can't
BB.
torture your friends. Who can you torture?
That.
Yeah,
Danny
really.
and Bandy.
Just the people you keep in your basement cages.
Paul's going to make Witchcraft 17 in his backyard, just so we have to keep watching them.
Watch out, Paul. We're on it. Don't worry.
Dude, I would totally watch Paul's backyard Witchcraft movie. Like, I would be
Witchcraft
excited
of
to
the
watch
Clown.
that.
Yeah, that
If
was
Paul made like a Witchcraft movie and emailed it to us, I would fucking be like super pumped to watch that. That would be fun as shit. Way better than this stupid musical bullshit.
We'll give
Okay.
Paul a $10 million budget. See
I
what he
don't think
does.
you need $10 million to make a backyard witchcraft film.
I think you do.
You could expand your backyard, maybe.
Mike D, worst witchcraft yet. It was bad and not in a good way.
It was rough. I mean, Chris liked it a lot, but
I didn't think it was
Will
that bad.
hated it.
Will was the worst.
Well, yeah.
He was pretty bad.
No.
I mean, he was early 2000s Will, I guess. I mean, they got that pretty well.
He's Fallout Boy.
Fallout Boy,
Yeah.
Will.
He's Fallout Boy. What did we decide on? Fallout Boy? He fell out.
He was the guy from Smash Mouth.
What did he fall out of?
Early 2000s.
The wagon.
Yeah, the early 2000s. Yes, Lincoln.
Fell off
what you're
the wagon.
thinking.
That's what happened.
That's what he did. No. Do you have
Rose
that, Chris? You
is
gotta
the
put it
new
in.
star.
I
She
don't.
will be in the next two movies, too.
Who's the new star?
Rose.
Oh, okay, cool.
Rose Bethany.
Good. I liked
her name.
Rose.
Rose Lindsay, right?
Rose
What was her
Lindsay.
name? Rose Lindsay, yeah. Weird
At this
movie.
point, can't wait to get to the last one and see how New Nightmare inspired it.
Oh.
Is that true?
I don't know. That's what Mike D says.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's like, like the Freddy movie?
It's
in New
about
Nightmare?
watching.
Like, it's like meta
about
in a way.
making a witchcraft movie.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
The last one I hear is self-referential.
So
Dude,
it's just
that's
played on a
badass.
TV within the movie. They're playing the previous movie.
That would be pretty awesome.
Paul says next pick is 100% for me, and I don't know if he's being serious or he's being mean.
Probably a little both.
Because I love
bit of
Secrets of the Clown, but we'll see.
Yeah, Secrets of the Clown was good.
Secrets of the Clown was fucking awesome.
It had that
fun.
it
Masterpiece.
storyline, you know, that was great.
That's great.
Kids have to band together, take care of the clown.
And then it's Secrets.
There was a clown in the waiting room at the BIM Records.
Yeah.
Dava Black.
Yeah.
This witchcraft was pretty bad. However, I think the crappy Will Spanner was the highlight of the film. He was so bad it was hilarious.
No.
I mean, it's pretty memorable.
For all the wrong reasons. I would like to respectfully disagree with Chris on schlock. Schlock is when it's intentional. Just kidding
Yeah,
about the
that's-
respectful part. I fart in
Not
your
what I
general
said.
direction.
Maybe. I disagree
Witchcraft.
with you on what was schlock and what wasn't.
I mean, okay. You're saying that the last Witchcraft movie wasn't schlock, though? I don't know what
bad.
schlock is anymore.
Right. Dave has alternate title, Witchcraft 14, A Coven of Age story.
That's pretty good.
That does it for our listener feedback on Witchcraft 14, Angel of Death. Please leave us comments on the Apple because I'm looking forward to reading them next week.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Casper Van Dien.
Yeah, Casper Van Dien. Yeah. I'm excited for that. I'm really tired.
Spin the wheel.
It's probably like candy you've been eating.
Yeah, Twizzlers, man. I can't eat Twizzlers anymore. Aaron ruined me for them. See, here we have those fresh ones.
Oh, the
from
fresh
YNS?
ones from the
Oh,
factory?
boy.
Yeah, we can see it.
I missed
All right,
those.
cool.
This
The
wheel
Warlock
is
is still on
stacked.
here.
Yeah, what,
I don't know how
watch it
to.
again.
I don't know how to
Too,
edit
isn't it?
when I shared the wheel.
So what
We're
happens
gonna
when you
have
get
to do
and the apples
The
on
apple's
here?
on here.
that. Well,
Okay,
well
if
then
it's-
we'll.
if it's
All right,
Warlock
those are
or
Lays.
Watching
Warlock
it
2,
again.
Those are Lays.
From the top.
Chips. Those are wilds up there.
Holy shit, it's going so fast.
I feel like it's
It's all that
hypnotizing.
Wi-Fi.
It's the apple! We're watching the apple again!
All right, let's do
So
it again.
nice, we'll watch it twice.
Spin time.
It's gonna
wheel
land on
has
the
been
apple again.
rigged.
I hit it this time.
Oh, it's gonna be
Able to
Warlock
hit it.
this time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Dead
Oh,
space.
nice.
Dead
Man,
This has been on the wheel
maybe
for
the
a
show will
while.
come back.
Dead
Is this the
Space.
movie?
This the one with Bryan Cranston?
We'll save the year.
Yeah, this is a remake of from 1991. I'm pretty sure this is a remake of a movie I already watched. We already watched on the podcast, I think.
Is that the one with E.T. and he finds Jesus?
No.
No?
What?
No.
What was that one called?
What?
This is a remake of the 1980. This is a remake of Forbidden World. We watched Forbidden World.
Oh, Forbidden
Oh,
World.
Forbidden World
Yeah,
was
we've-
cool.
Yeah, this is gonna be great though too. This is from the 90s.
What
It's
was
got
the
Brian
Jesus
fucking
Alien
Cranston.
one? Shit.
That was Crystal Skull or something. You know the Crystal Skull.
It was Crystal something, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember.
All right. Yes, I found a trailer. Let's check out the trailer for 1991's Dead Space, which is a great name. If I made a video game, I would call it that. All right, here we go. Rated R.
That's a good
Good
sign.
sign.
It's the 90s.
Great
Concord
sign. Great
presents
sign already.
I feel like it should be audio. Right?
Fast Flights.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
shit.
Miniatures?
Dude, miniatures.
Tiny
Full
miniatures.
explosions.
Is that an egg?
Oh, this looks fucking
Scientists.
awful.
This looks awesome. Do you remember this? Remember they had like
This
you guys
looks
remember the like
so
really
familiar.
pervy sauna scene and stuff where they
Yeah, I
they were like
remember
naked
that.
for it's
Yeah.
that movie.
Okay.
I think you're right.
But it's just now like they redid it as aliens.
Is that the fucking Beastmaster?
Oh
Dude.
shit, this is badass.
This
That
looks
is the
amazing.
Beastmaster.
I am worried that it's only
shit.
going to be one set, but
He looks like fake Kevin
It's
Bacon.
got a nice hallway.
Yeah,
AJ.
it does.
Does have a
it's
nice
got a hallway and a room.
That is Bryan Cranston. What the hell?
Bryan Cranston.
Man, Bryan Cranston's killing it right now.
That's like pretty knocked in the middle.
All right,
Okay.
this is the
think we've seen
fucking
one.
movie of the
Oh,
year.
man, what a frame to freeze on there.
Damn, I'm excited.
excited.
This is Michael Kunke's pick.
Yeah.
Who?
All right, Michael. Trying to win that Patron of the Year. award, huh?
Paul has said if it landed on the Apple, you should just watch Skeleton Man.
No, you don't
Oh,
get two
wow.
picks in a row,
Nah,
Paul.
Nah,
nah,
Paul.
nah,
Hey, Paul, Paul, you don't get two picks, especially after you ruined the podcast with the Apple. All right?
Yeah, I heard there was
if
a
you weren't
band
here-
somewhere, right?
If you weren't here earlier, Paul, you go back and you listen to my song I made. It references you.
Oh.
Hey, Bim's on the way.
So, Dead Space from 1991. It is available on Tubi, I believe. This was a Michael Kunke. Is that how you say that? Recommendation. Patreon. Probably going to be Patreon of the year after
Yeah,
this
I
fucking
mean,
movie. I'll
it's,
tell you
it's
what.
looking great. I mean, it's possible. It's
Damn,
possible.
that's what I'm talking about. And that's what we're doing
job,
next
Michael.
week. Nice job, Michael. Anything else? Is that it? We done? Because I'm fucking tired.
Sure.
Whatever, people.
Oh, we make up the
Sure.
rules as we go.
We make it up as we go.
Isn't this
So
We've only
no
been
more
doing this for
musicals.
7 years now.
So someone got 3 picks in a row this year. I think. Holy shit!
Wow.
This
No one
wheel
ever
is
got three
rigged.
picks in a row.
Well,
Taylor Ann.
we can try
Yeah, I
a
think
new
Taylor would
system. Like maybe next year we implement a new kind of wheel system, not this
Yeah.
wheel, a different kind
Have
of wheel.
tiers.
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
I
I
like
like
spin
tier
the
wheel
wheel.
The more you
Stand
pay,
on
the more your movie goes on the wheel.
I like the way you think, Aaron.
Yeah. $5, you get 5 of them on the wheel.
Oh, it's like a lottery. Yeah.
I mean, maybe make it a little more expensive than that. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
That's true.
next week we're watching Dead Space from 1991. We hope you watch it as well. If you enjoyed the show, go to the iTunes, leave a review. Helps out the
Yes.
show, all that stuff. And
Leave us a voicemail, right?
We'll read it on the show. Leave us a voicemail at bad-movie-night.com. Tell us actually just sing us your musical song like I did
that'd be
earlier.
fun.
We'll play that on the show.
That'd be fun.
I just got the screeners for Creep Show season 4, 5, whatever the new Creep Show is.
Nice.
So
Second
we're going to be bringing back Creep Show Hour
Show
here. Just got to
well, there you go.
figure out how to set that up. But they're embargoed to the beginning of October or something anyway. So, but that'll be coming up in the feed
could start
sooner
filming
rather
a while.
than later.
Nice.
And that's fun, exciting stuff for the future. So thanks for joining. It's good to do a podcast with the full crew again, and hopefully we get to do it again next week when we watch the 1991 movie Dead Space. Everyone, good. Dead Space. Bye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. Podcast. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.